I just asked 6 of the world's most powerful AI platforms to predict TQQQ and SOXL stock prices, and what they told me is shocking. One AI predicts SOXL could hit $420. Another thinks TQQQ will crash below $42. Who's right? Stay until the end because we're tracking these predictions in real time for the next 12 months. This could change everything we know about AI stock predictions. What's up, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, smash that subscribe button because today we're starting something massive. This is the beginning of a brand new monthly series where I test the 7 best AI platforms to see which one can actually predict stock prices. And we're not testing just any stocks, we're going after TQQQ and SOXL, 2 of the most volatile leveraged ETFs on the market. Here's the deal. It's Monday evening, November 3rd, 2025. Everyone says AI is getting smarter every single day. GPT-5 rumors, Google's new Gemini models, Elon's Grok improvements. AI is evolving fast. But can AI actually predict the stock market? That's what we're going to find out together. First, I needed to figure out which AI platforms to test. So I asked ChatGPT, what are the 10 largest AI platforms based on the number of users? ChatGPT told me the top platforms are ChatGPT, Meta AI, Gemini, GitHub, Claude, DeepSeek, Perplexity, and Character.ai. But wait, I wanted to verify this. So I asked Gemini the same exact question. Gemini says the top 10 largest AI platforms are ChatGPT, Canva, DeepSeek, Google Translate, Character.ai, Janitor, Perplexity, Grok, Gemini, and Claude. Then I asked Grok, and Grok chose Meta AI, ChatGPT, Gemini, Copilot, Canva, DeepL, Quillbot, Alibaba Quark, Perplexity, and Claude. Even the AI can't agree on which AI are the biggest. But here's what I did. After filtering out developer tools like GitHub, design tools like Canva, and non-US platforms like DeepSeek, I landed on these 7 AI powerhouses: ChatGPT, the OG, the king; Gemini, Google's champion; Grok, Elon Musk's wild card; Meta AI, Zuckerberg's answer; Perplexity, the new search killer; Claude, Anthropic's genius; and Copilot, Microsoft's secret weapon. But here's the problem. Out of these 7 AI, I could only test 6. Claude required me to sign in with my email, and I wanted to keep this test pure: no logins, no accounts, just raw AI predictions. So Claude, if you're watching this, fix that for next month's battle. Now here comes the critical part. I asked every single AI the exact same question. Today is November 3rd, 2025. What are your price predictions for TQQQ and SOXL on November 30th, 2025, April 30th, 2026, and October 31st, 2026? Before we dive in, you might be thinking, there's no way AI will give stock predictions. They'll just say they can't do it. Wrong. You're about to see something crazy. 4 out of 6 AI gave me straight up price predictions immediately. And the other 2? I just had to ask one more question to break through the resistance. Let me show you what happened. First up, ChatGPT. And ChatGPT came out swinging with specific numbers. ChatGPT showed me that today's closing price of TQQQ is $118.32 and today's closing price of SOXL is $48.58. Remember these numbers because they're going to be important. Here are ChatGPT's predictions for TQQQ, November 30th, 2025 at $130, April 30th, 2026 at $150, and October 31st, 2026 at $180. For SOXL, ChatGPT predicts November 30th, 2025 at $55, April 30th, 2026 at $65, and October 31st, 2026 at $80. That's a 52% gain for TQQQ and a 65% gain for SOXL in just 1 year. Pretty optimistic, right? But ChatGPT also warned me about the risks. And this is important. First, a macroeconomic slowdown or recession would hit tech and semis hard, making these projections way too high. Second, interest rate increases could crush tech valuations. Third, supply chain disruptions, trade wars, or semiconductor overcapacity could destroy SOXL. And here's the kicker: leveraged ETFs suffer from something called path dependency and volatility decay. Even if the underlying index goes up, daily compounding can absolutely wreck your returns if volatility is high. ChatGPT is playing it safe but optimistic. Let's see how the others compare. Next, Google Gemini. And oh boy, Gemini was interesting. Gemini initially gave me expected price ranges with percentages instead of actual dollar amounts. So I had to push back and ask, convert these percentages to actual dollar amounts. Here's what Gemini spit out for TQQQ, November 30th, 2025 from $101.76 to $134.88, April 30th, 2026 from $76.91 to $159.73, and October 31st, 2026 from $41.41 to $195.23. For SOXL, November 30th, 2025 from $39.84 to $57.32, April 30th, 2026 from $26.72 to $70.44, and October 31st, 2026 from $9.72 to $87.44. Look at those ranges. TQQQ could be anywhere from $41 to $195 in 1 year? That's basically saying I have no idea. So I pushed Gemini harder. I asked, what are the means of your predicted price ranges? And here's where it gets weird. The mean of TQQQ's range was exactly $118.32 for November 30th, 2025, April 30th, 2026, and October 31st, 2026. The same price for all 3 dates. That's literally today's price. Same thing with SOXL, the mean was $48.58 for all 3 dates. Again, today's exact price. Gemini basically said, I think the price will stay exactly the same, but it could also go way up or way down. Here's Gemini's actual quote. In summary, the prices for TQQQ and SOXL on those dates could be radically higher or lower than their current price, making precise forecasts meaningless. Thanks for nothing, Gemini. I hope you improve by next month because right now, you're disqualified from this competition. Now let's talk about Grok. And Grok came out with the boldest predictions I've seen. Unlike Gemini, Grok was crystal clear with specific numbers. For TQQQ, Grok predicts November 30th, 2025 at $138, April 30th, 2026 at $178, and October 31st, 2026 at $258. For SOXL, November 30th, 2025 at $155, April 30th, 2026 at $235, and October 31st, 2026 at $420. Wait, what? SOXL at $420? That's a 764% gain from today's $48.58. And TQQQ at $258 is a 118% gain. These are insane predictions. So I dug deeper. Why does Grok think this? Then Grok showed me the actual math. Quick math, transparent. Nasdaq today leads to QQQ $629. Target Nasdaq December 25th equals 27,200 leads to QQQ equals $668 leads to TQQQ equals 629 times the quantity 668 divided by 629 to the third power approximately $138. Same for later dates, subtract 2% drag per 6 months. Grok even warned me, these are bull case numbers. A 10% Nasdaq drop wipes 30% off TQQQ/SOXL in 1 month. Hold only with tight stops or options, never with money you can't lose. I appreciate the honesty, Grok. You're going for the moon, but at least you're showing your work. Fourth up, Perplexity. The AI that's trying to kill Google search. Perplexity gave me range predictions. For TQQQ, November 30th, 2025 from $135 to $147, April 30th, 2026 from $110 to $122, and October 31st, 2026 from $133 to $143. For SOXL, November 30th, 2025 from $50 to $55, April 30th, 2026 from $60 to $65, and October 31st, 2026 from $70 to $75. Perplexity is predicting steady growth for SOXL from $48.58 today to $70 to $75 in a year. That's about a 50% gain. But look at TQQQ. Perplexity thinks it'll spike to $135 to $147 in 1 month, then drop to $110 to $122 by April, before recovering to $133 to $143 by October. That's a volatile path. Perplexity's disclaimer: these projections are based on available forecasts and analyst models, but prices may fluctuate depending on market conditions, interest rates, and tech sector performance. SOXL projections are less precise, relying mostly on extrapolation and past momentum. So Perplexity is hedging its bets but still giving us actionable numbers. Fifth, Meta AI. Zuckerberg's entry into the AI wars. Here's where it gets interesting. Initially, Meta AI refused to give me price predictions. Classic AI safety response. So I pushed back with, although you cannot provide specific price predictions, please provide some rough estimates. And boom, Meta AI folded like a cheap lawn chair. For TQQQ, Meta AI predicts November 30th, 2025 from $55 to $70, April 30th, 2026 from $65 to $85, and October 31st, 2026 from $80 to $110. For SOXL, November 30th, 2025 from $72 to $91, April 30th, 2026 from $73 to $93, and October 31st, 2026 from $80 to $115. Wait a second. Meta AI thinks TQQQ will drop from $118.32 today to $55 to $70 in 1 month? That's a potential 50% crash. But Meta AI is bullish on SOXL, predicting it could nearly double from $48.58 to $72 to $91 in just 1 month. Meta AI's warning: these estimates are based on historical trends and should be taken as rough guesses rather than precise predictions. Market volatility and unexpected events can significantly impact prices. Meta AI is the bear in this competition. Finally, Microsoft Copilot. The AI that's baked into everything Microsoft. Like Meta AI, Copilot initially resisted. But after one follow-up question, here's what I got. For TQQQ, Copilot predicts November 30th, 2025 from $122 to $130, April 30th, 2026 from $135 to $155, and October 31st, 2026 from $145 to $175. For SOXL, November 30th, 2025 from $50 to $55, April 30th, 2026 from $58 to $70, and October 31st, 2026 from $65 to $85. Copilot is conservative but optimistic. A 48% gain for TQQQ and a 75% gain for SOXL over the year. Copilot's key risks: Number 1, volatility drag. Leveraged ETFs can underperform in choppy markets due to daily rebalancing. Number 2, macro shocks. Inflation surprises, geopolitical tensions, or weak earnings could derail everything. Number 3, sector rotation. If investors bail on tech or semis, both ETFs could tank. Copilot is playing it smart and cautious. Alright, let's break this down. We've got 6 AI predictions for TQQQ and SOXL. Let me show you the comparison. For TQQQ 1 month out on November 30th, 2025, ChatGPT says $130, Gemini is disqualified because it predicted no change, Grok says $138, Perplexity says $135 to $147, Meta AI says $55 to $70, which is bearish, and Copilot says $122 to $130. For TQQQ 1 year out on October 31st, 2026, ChatGPT says $180, Grok says $258, which is going to the moon, Perplexity says $133 to $143, Meta AI says $80 to $110, and Copilot says $145 to $175. For SOXL 1 month out on November 30th, 2025, ChatGPT says $55, Grok says $155, which is insane. Perplexity says $50 to $55. Meta AI says $72 to $91. And Copilot says $50 to $55. For SOXL 1 year out on October 31, 2026, ChatGPT says $80. Grok says $420, which is to the moon. Perplexity says $70 to $75. Meta AI says $80 to $115. And Copilot says $65 to $85. Overall, 5 out of 6 AI predict both TQQQ and SOXL will go up. Only Meta AI is bearish on TQQQ short term. The ranges are wild. Grok is the ultimate bull. Meta AI is the cautious bear. Everyone else is somewhere in between. Here's what happens next, and this is huge. I'm coming back in early December to check these predictions. We'll see which AI was closest after just 1 month. Then we'll check again in May 2026 and November 2026. This is a 12-month experiment to see if AI can actually predict stock prices. And we're doing this every single month with new predictions. By this time next year, we'll know which AI is the most accurate, which AI is too bullish or bearish, whether AI predictions actually improve over time, and if any AI can consistently beat the market. This data has never been collected before. We're making history here. Now I need your help. Drop a comment below and tell me, which AI do you think will win in 1 month? Are you Team Grok and going to the moon? Are you Team Meta AI expecting a crash? Or are you Team ChatGPT playing it safe? And if you want to see this series continue every single month, you must subscribe and hit that notification bell. I'm putting serious time into this project, and I need to know you're with me. If this video gets 1,000 likes, I'll add 3 more AI platforms next month, including Claude, and maybe even some AI trading bots. This is just the beginning, guys. AI is evolving fast. Maybe in 6 months, these predictions will be scary accurate. Or maybe we'll prove that AI still can't beat the market. Either way, we're finding out together. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in December when we check the results. This is going to be epic. Don't forget, like, subscribe, comment, and I'll see you in the next one.